Fabien, hello. Thanks again for this opportunity to discover business in India, your life.
Incredible India.
The incredible India. This is truly the fact.
We will rent your car, and at the exit, we will give you 300 euros.
Do you see financial impact on your investment?
We tried to crack an equation that nobody succeeded to crack before.
Is it enough, 60 million for Odoo?
But cash is cash. It's people who pays you.
I like this marketing technique. So my first question to you is related to the main subject. Why did you move to India?
There are different reasons. One, it's a huge market. So we're like 1/5 of the world population. It's the 5th GDP in the world, and in 2 years, it's going to be the 3rd GDP in the world. So it's growing like crazy. And they have a big need of digitalization. So for us, it's like a massive opportunity. That's one side of the story, which is the market. The other one is our capabilities. We do have a lot of developers in India with a lot of activities, but they were not addressing the Indian market. They were addressing offshore development service to European or American companies. And so I needed to leverage that and start addressing the local market, which is huge. So here I had a lot of competencies and people, but no sales on the territory, or low sales on the territory. So I wanted to fix that and explode all the sales.
Could you do that on distance from Belgium?
No, you can't, because when you are from the distance, there are a lot of things you cannot do. If you have people issues, you can do it from the distance. If you have technical issues, it feels like it's not important from the distance, but sometimes it is really important. Simple things like our sales people didn't have cabins to call. You know, they were calling at their desk. From the distance, you don't even notice that kind of issues. People complaining because there is too many noise. So you need to be local if you really want to have an impact.
Okay, especially that you had already the experience of from the scratch of Odoo, you know how the business should work, so your input was very important here. Maybe you could have sent someone else. Maybe your right hand could have been sent to here, so he would manage things better.
I usually do that. So we have like 14 different companies in the group of Odoo, and all of them has been created by other people than me. But this time, I think the challenge is big. And also India is special for us because it not only does sales and service like all our subsidiaries, but it also do research and development and support for the world and development service for the world, because most of the partners have not enough developers. And having all these different functions, there is not a lot of people.
So you moved here with your family. How did you convince them to come here?
I didn't have to. My wife was very happy to move and discover new experiences. The kids, they just didn't have the choice.
But they didn't want to move?
Of course, they are kids, so they wanted to stay with their friends, the comfortable life in Belgium. But in the end, I'm super happy that we moved for them.
All right. How old are they?
10 and 12.
Okay, so you're happy for that experience for them? And your wife too, I guess?
Yes, we went 3 years in the US.
Before that?
Before that.
Okay, does it mean it's going to be your last trip like that? Or maybe in, I don't know, 5 years' time you will move to another country, maybe in Africa somewhere or Latin America?
But we don't know.
But maybe.
Before deciding to go to India, we decided, and 1 month after we were here.
Okay.
So it's not like we planned a month in advance. It's 1 month for us.
Okay, so can we agree that if you are moving to Brazil at some point of time, I'm coming to film there?
Yeah, okay.
And the cameraman are happy. Because according to, as far as I understand, you were talking about macroeconomics of the growth of India, this is for sure. But in the BRICS countries, you have also Brazil, which is, as far as I understand, also booming.
Yeah, and we created a company in Brazil this year.
Okay.
So I hope that in a few years it might reach the level of what we have in India.
Okay. So yeah, it's very probable, guys, that we will travel several years to Brazil and discover Latin America. Why not? Now you're here in India. When do you go back?
In 6 months.
This is already planned. You have already your tickets back.
No, I don't have tickets, but it's more or less. I have to go back before the new school year for the kids.
All right, okay. Can we go through different issues that you faced here when you arrived to India? Like maybe top 5 issues that you've seen and you have corrected them straight away.
Top 5. Accounting was not working for Indian companies, so localization. Our accounting package is super good, but didn't fit the need of Indian companies. Customer couldn't pay online on our website. So we were using payment processor, Stripe, who said it supported India. The reality is that 80% of the transaction was refused. And the customer had to call their bank to unlock the transaction. It was really a nightmare. Offices, we had barely no meeting room, no call box for the sales to call, limited space, so we had to triple the space. for no marketing department. When I arrived, there was one person, and she left 2 weeks after I arrived.
Because you gave her too much tasks?
It's not because of me. She went to another state. But basically, we had to start from nothing. And marketing at Odoo is huge, lots of things to do. And then leadership and team leaders. We have good knowledge here, but we needed to train the team leader, managers, and so on to raise the level.
So let's compare them to the issues you have in Belgium. Is it all the same level, or the issues are different in Belgium? No, it's nothing
related. For instance, in Belgium, I'm working more on the product, or I am working on more on marketing, but general marketing for the world. In Belgium, I have established team. So what we do in marketing is more fine-tuning and improvement. Here, everything has to be set up from the ground up. We had nobody, no education marketing, no ads. No, we were doing road shows, like we were going from one city to another, and there was like 60 people in our events, which is not normal. Normally we do hundreds. And so everything had to be done, and we started again.
Okay. Do you think it's possible that those issues, you have them in other offices as well, like Dubai? You've never been there, so maybe it's the same story there.
No, I don't think so. Most of the other companies are younger, and they've been created by people from Belgium or from San Francisco office. So they came with the culture or process and so on. This company has 15 years, and so they were still operating the same way we were operating 10 years ago. And in between, the company Odoo changed a lot, but it was also our fault. We forget to update them on that. Or we update, but when you have so many movements, you miss things.
All right. So you grew the team of marketing from 1 person to 15.
Yes.
What are the main fields, according to you, that they have to achieve and work on them?
So marketing for us is large. We have people working on billboards, to put billboards on the street, so offline ads.
Do you think it's pertinent? Do you think it's relevant?
Yeah, it's very relevant. Most companies would never do that because usually billboards are for B2C companies.
Exactly.
You see cars and shampoo.
Exactly. This is my question.
But the thing is, Odoo, we have so many different applications. We do project management, accounting, inventory management, logistics, HR, and so on. We basically have an application for everyone in a company. So one of the advantages we have at Odoo is that we can market our B2B software like if we are a B2C, because I would say 50% of the people in the street may have an interest in one of our apps. So we can go the B2C way, which is way lower in terms of CPM, cost per 1,000 view. And that's the reason why Billboard is very effective for us. We also did cars, we brand the cars, and we have fun stories about that.
Tell us about that. What are the fun stories?
I finished the round. So billboards, offline ads, online ads, education, relationship with universities where we teach course, we have a business game, and we set up that with universities. Roadshow, we plan to do 40 events in India in different cities where we educate and train our communities. We have one big event, Odoo Experience. We do the same in India. Content management, customer success stories, videos. We have videographers, graphic designers, and yeah, I'm probably missing one or two things, but that's what the team that we set up over the past 5 months.
Okay. You are a technical guy, or you are a marketing guy, or a salesman?
I will answer your preceding question now.
Exactly, and then we'll go to this one.
What is
the funny thing about the branding of the cars?
In Belgium, we do something very efficient. We brand our company cars. And it was very efficient because everyone saw that. It doesn't cost that much. It's like 170 euros to brand the car, and the visibility is quite good. And here in India, I wanted to do the same. So I want to brand cars. It worked very well for us in Belgium. But the problem is that employees, there is no company car. So we cannot brand our car. It's only car for the employees. So first thing we said is to say, okay, we will pay people so that we will brand your car. We give you 500 euro, and then we brand your car. And a lot of employees said yes, close to 100. But the majority doesn't have a car, they have also bikes. But for me, it was not enough. You cannot be very visible with just 100 cars. So what we did a big event, which was Odoo Community Days. There were 12,000 attendees. And at the entrance, the people came in the parking with their car. We said to our community, so the partners and the customer, come, during the event, go check the exhibition and see the conference. We will brand your car, and at the exit, we will give you 300 euros. And a lot of people, our customer or partners, we branded their cars on the spot. So the next day, they get a branded car.
All right, so the figures are real. 500 or 300 euros? For the employees, it was 500
It's
euros.
300. For the employee, we paid more, and for the customer, we paid 300. Actually, we paid 3 times 100. 100 now, we pay cash. 100 at 6 months, 100 in 1 year. Because we have to be sure that they don't remove it the next day.
Okay.
And it's good because it's brand ambassador. Because we brand the car of our customer or our partner, and probably the best customer because they accepted that we brand their car, so they really like Odoo. Not only we have the visibility of the branded car, but a lot of people talk to them, oh, what's this, and so on. And we have ambassador in the car. So for us, it's perfect.
I like this marketing technique. I love it because when the customer has to, he will never talk negatively about the branding he did on his own car.
Yeah.
He has no choice as to take.
It's a social validation.
It's social validation, exactly. I love this strategy of marketing. Yeah, good lesson for those who are looking for some unique marketing techniques. Here you go, one. This was your idea, or someone you have read it somewhere, you've seen it somewhere?
It was my idea, but we brand car in Belgium since years. Also
Just for the employees, not for the clients.
Yeah, not for the clients. Yeah.
Not for the partners.
That's an idea we had, and that's where India is incredible. We had this idea 1 week before the event, and everything has been set up in 1 week. So we had teams, we were flocking car on the parking, on the spot.
Okay. This idea could work also in Belgium?
Then I came back to Belgium. I said, "Hey guys, a super good idea. We'll brand the car of our clients or partners," and they all were looking at me. Come on, they will never accept. And
why not? If it's 500 euros, why not? They might accept.
And I'm pretty sure some will have. The problem we faced, because I still pushed, I wanted to do it, is that in order to brand the car, you need a certain minimum temperature. So the car has to be between 20 hours before at minimum 25 degrees or something like that. So otherwise, the sticking doesn't stick. Exactly. We didn't have that during the event, so I couldn't do it.
Okay, but this is something not arranged to the...
Next time, because I will have more time, I will find a solution.
Exactly. This should be done in the summer, for instance.
Yeah.
Or September, October.
Yeah, but we need to do that during the big event.
Like Odoo Experience, for instance.
Odoo Experience.
All right. Excellent. How much time did it take to you to solve these 5 major issues that were here?
A few months, but we talk about 5, but the reality is that there were 20, 30, 40. I addressed a lot of issues. Some were bigger than the others. The most complex was obviously the accounting localization, developing all the features that the accountant in India needed. Took a few months, but the major one has all been done in 3 months, I would say.
Okay, do you see the result of this implementation?
Yes, so before I arrived last year, December last year, we were getting 10 new clients per month in India. And now we are at a rhythm of 170 new clients per month. And the curve is growing and growing, so we'll continue growing.
So in 1 year time, it will be much more than 170 per month?
Yeah, by the end of the year, it's going to be 300 per month, maybe.
Okay.
So we went from 10 to 300 in probably 1 year.
Okay, what are the figures like in other offices of Odoo, in Belgium or Dubai or US?
In the group, we grow average 50% per year. This year in India, we'll do 300%. Between 200 and 300%.
So do you see financial impact on your investment that you are doing in the marketing department, which you have recruited from scratch, another budget you are using? Do you see the return on investment?
Yeah, of course. If we have a lot of new clients, it's because of all the actions we did. Fixing the product, launching the marketing, training sales teams, and that kind of thing. So the result of that made us sell much more today, 15 times more in 6 months. But it's not finished, we have to continue. The thing is, we are smaller. So India last year was doing 1 million euro turnover. So it's easy to grow when you are small. It's more difficult when you are bigger. So the real change for India is not this year. This year we will explode it and it's going to be easy. We do a lot of things, but we will do it. The real challenge is to do it 3 or 4 years after. If we succeed to do this growth for 2 or 3 extra years, then we'll be the king of the world.
All right. So you said the turnover was 1 million per year?
Yes.
And now you're going to do 300%?
This year we will do between 3 and 4 millions, so 300% growth. But for what I do is more for the long term. So it's not so much about this year, because a lot of what I did this year is to recruit these people, train them, leverage them, or set up the marketing. The impact of everything we do this year will pay off part this year, but much more next year.
So I had a question from a colleague of Odoo. He was asking, what are the pains of the clients in comparison to Europe and India? Are the pains the same?
The clients are different. So because the product was not mature for the Indian market, the clients we had were bigger because they were paying custom development to adapt the product to what was missing for them. So we have teams here that are very capable because they are capable of addressing much bigger clients than what we do in Europe. Now that we changed that, now that we fixed the product and make it accessible to the small and mid-sized companies, the gap is reduced. Apart from that, the main pain today is still the localization, accounting localization. So we get something that works, so most of the company is okay, but we're still not okay for accounting firms. Accounting firms have a different need than the companies. Accounting firms selling to their client, but when a company has an accounting firm, that's perfect.
What are the other actions that you will take within 1 year before you'll leave India?
So now most of the key things have been set up. I mean, the office has grown, the process has all been set up, recruitment is working, marketing, we have people from pretty much every task. Now it's more about improving everyone's job. So be sure that out of all the people we have, we emerge team leaders, that these team leaders are well coached, and that the sales pitch of the salesperson are good, that the support is doing quality service. So now it's more about people and less about the process. I still have things to do in the process. For instance, the recurring payment of our client still doesn't work. So they have to pay every month for their subscription. They have to go back and pay. So we still have things like that to fix. But the key, I want the growth to continue when I will leave, is the team leaders.
Okay, how are you going to do that? I mean, the issue, I got it. Well, how do you going to do that? Is by talking, by training, by team building?
Training and coaching.
And you are the one who is going to do that?
Not only me, I set up, there will be training by other team leaders, but I help them improve their training, improve everything.
Yeah, because at some point of time when you will leave India, somebody will have to do that job on your behalf.
A lot of people, because
Sure.
there are a lot of people in marketing, because it's separated in a lot of different responsibilities. So a few people, we have a few team leaders in sales, one in support, so yeah.
So how is going so far, the training of these people, the team leaders?
But for now, they improve because I worked with them. We set up a lot of things. We organized events together. We answer critical clients together. I made some sales with them. I coached them on the recruitment. So I did a lot of recruitment with them so that they better recruit. And the more we move forward, the more we'll go in a one-to-many approach trainings.
Okay. How basically the Indians took the fact that you have moved to here?
I don't know.
Positive,
should
I
ask
guess.
them.
Well, I think it's positive. But did you see
I
the
hope
reaction?
so.
Yes, I think so. Because whenever we interviewed guys from Dubai, they were saying whenever we interviewed guys in Dubai, they all said when Fabien is coming to Dubai. So this is the question for you: when do you come to Dubai?
I don't know.
This year or next year? Or
I don't know.
well, basically,
I will try to do it. It's not going to be this year because we are in November, so I know it's not going to be this year. I will try to do it next year. But I think I'm more useful doing what I do rather than traveling. That's one of the issues I have.
What do you mean by that?
But we have a lot of subsidiaries. We are 14 different countries. More than half of them I never visited them. Because you spend a lot of time in the flight, and when you go in a company like 1 week, you barely have time to just understand what happens, shake some hands, and so the impact you have is not that big. The impact is bigger when I work on internal process, improving the product, coaching people, training, doing real stuff.
Okay, gotcha. Well, basically, if Fabien doesn't come to your country, it's a good thing. It means that you do a good job.
No.
No?
No, it's the opposite. Don't make me wrong, but I usually go in a country when they need help. Doesn't mean that they do a bad job. I mean, Mantavia did a super job. He grew from 1 to 200 people, but he needed help to go to the next milestone, which is 1,000 people, because it's a different challenge. And so I came because he needed help. I don't come because things are working.
Okay. This part
and
of
so
my question
Dubai is working, so they need less me.
All right. Let me formulate it differently then. So Dubai evolves well. They don't need your help. This is why you don't come.
Yes.
Can we see it this way?
Yeah. I usually come when people need my help.
Exactly.
And if things are working, I mean, I better spend my time on things that are not working.
Okay. Now that you're in India, how do you share responsibilities between Mantavia and yourself?
We know very well each other. So I think He's working with me since 2006 or 17 years. So we just discuss case by case. I know his strengths, he knows my strengths, and we share stuff.
Okay, so he has that. Globally wise, how Odoo do globally wise?
In terms of what?
In terms of growth, turnover?
Growth is around 50%. This year is the worst year we will have Odoo. So it's a very bad year for me this year. We'll probably lose money.
What is the reason behind that?
Three things. First, we changed our pricing last year, and we reduced the price massively at a time where everyone was increasing the price, but it was on purpose because we wanted to be more affordable to small companies. Second, as we changed our price, we did something special. We said, every new customer, first year you get 25% discount. So every new customer we sign since we changed the price, they get 25% less than what they pay in second year. So we know we pay the cost this year, but we know that at the renewal, 1 year after, they will have 25% more. So we know that next year should be much better. And third one, the costs have massively increased. We increased the salaries of our employees on average by 27% just in Belgium because of index was very high and we wanted to compensate with rates. And so the three factors together makes it hard for us. Fortunately, we are still cash positive, but we, accounting-wise, we will probably have a loss.
Okay. Is it bad? According to your bank reputation, or you don't care?
I don't care.
Okay.
No, and the way I manage for me, because I have a lot of years close to bankruptcy, we have ups and downs, so I feel like I have the experience to manage these downturns. Okay. And this one is not a downturn, it's much easier than what I used to do in the past. This time, even though we will have a massive loss in accounting, we'll still have something like 10 million of euro of extra cash flow. So it's just pure accounting. We have a loss, but we get more cash. So all in all, it's not a big deal. And I manage with cash flow more than P&L.
Exactly. This is okay. Interesting enough because you just look at what is getting to your bank account of Odoo.
But P&L is so volatile. Depending on how you defer revenue or you manage your assets, you can have a huge impact in your P&L. But cash is cash. It's people who pays you.
Exactly.
So P&L is important. Sometimes you need to check the profitability, but when we grow aggressively, that's us. The bottleneck is not the profitability. The bottleneck is the cash.
Which you invest in marketing, for instance, in India.
Yeah,
in other countries.
If I don't have cash, I have to slow down. Fortunately, we have a very good cash flow.
How much?
This year we'll do more than 10 million euros of extra cash.
Extra cash.
We have 60 million euros on the bank account right now.
Plus 10, which we'll get by the end of the year.
No, from January to December. So by the end of the year, we'll probably have 2 or 3 more.
Okay. Okay. Is it enough, 60 million for Odoo?
It's 2 months of cost.
Of 2 months of
Yeah, but I used to have less than 2 weeks. So for me, it's super comfortable.
Usually in a normal company, how much is it? How much cash
I think it all
have?
depends if you grow or if you decrease. If you decrease, you need more. If you grow like us, and also don't forget that our revenues are recurring. So it's not like we have ups and downs. We know that 83% of our revenue is recurring, and they will pay next year. So the risk is quite low.
Low.
But as long as you grow, it's very easy because you stop recruiting, and then the cash increase much faster. The problem arises when you grow less than you expect. But for now, our business model is so good that it's not an issue.
Especially here in India, because more you recruit, more you will sell. Can we say that?
Yeah, especially here because we are in a phase where we grow salespeople, marketing and sales. And sales have a payoff quite fast. It's 3 months the payoff for a new salesperson. So when we recruit someone, after 3 months, you get more revenue than what they cost. So it's quite fast. It's not like a big investment.
All right. Your plan is to beat SAP. In what year this should occur?
It's not our plan. I think it's something I said at the beginning because it was fun to have an objective.
Yeah.
The reality is that SAP is fading on the small and mid-sized companies, and we are very strong in small and mid-sized companies. So it's not like you are fighting against them. We are trying to do something that nobody succeeded to do, which is for small and mid-sized companies, they have complex needs. Even a mid-sized company, they have marketing, they have accounting, they have a warehouse, they probably work in multiple languages. They might have so small companies and so on and so on. So mid-sized and small companies are complex, but they don't have money and they don't have time. It has to work very quickly, so it has to be super simple for them. And this is something nobody succeeded to do, is to offer all the features that a company needs and make it super affordable. And we are doing that. So I don't feel like we fight against SAP, we try to crack an equation that nobody succeeded to crack before, which is features affordable.
Okay, what are the main hot topics that you have to handle for the moment?
For the moment, it's the people. Be sure that when I will leave in a few months, we continue growing. I also have a challenge in sales and in marketing.
This is concerns India.
Yes.
And what about global-wise?
But global-wise is more or less working. So I would say when I'm in India, 80% of my attention is in India. I say that, but it's not true today. Mostly did Belgian stuff. Maybe I'm 50-50, 50 on Belgium, 50 on
50
India.
on India.
Yeah.
All right, good. Is there anything else you would like to share on this video so it will appear when the video will be on? Like a message to your employees, like maybe a message to your clients, partners? Because
yeah, one of the challenges we didn't discuss here is that I think it's one of the key challenges we have in India. I forget about it. Is that when I arrived, all the partners were selling offshore development services. So basically, our partner network in India is very strong, thousands of developers, but it's a technical network. They are basically developing stuff on demand. But our business is different. Our business is to implement management software for companies. So one of my challenges is to turn this partner into business services companies for different reasons. Because first, I think it's more profitable, but also because it will allow us to address the local market instead of selling to American and European. It's good to sell the development to American and European, but the strength of the local market is so big that there is something to do here. So one of the things, one of the challenges we have is to make the partner evolve into recruiting more consultant, business analyst, accountant or whatever, and a bit less of developers. So we have better balance. And I do believe that if the partners succeed to do that, to do local implementation with business consultant and developers, they will learn so much in the process of being able to do the job themselves that the offshore development service they will provide to American and European market will be much better. So it's like one stone, two birds. I want to improve their offshore services, but the way to do that is to make them evolve on the business side.
Exactly.
And by doing that, we will sell to the local market in India. And if they succeed to implement companies themselves, not just development for other partner, then they will learn a lot in the process, and we will have the capabilities to address the local market. So that's one of the challenges we face today, is to make that evolve.
How do you succeed so far?
We have seen improvement over the past 6 months because we have done an Odoo experience in India, very successful. We have organized training with the partner. I met some key partners. We have done some communication. So we have seen already mindset improving, but changing a partner network, it takes 2 years. Huh?
Yeah,
so it's only the beginning.
All right. So yeah, Fabien, thank you very much once again for the great opportunity and collaboration. Thank you, Fabien. Thank you.